At the beginning of time, Eve ate the forbidden fruit, and God punished her by kicking her and her family out of Eden sometime later. Eva's son Cain killed his brother Ael and escaped to the east, where he was protected by fallen angels known as the Watchers. Eventually, Cain's descendants were also helped by the Watchers, and together they built the industrial civilization. Their city spread evil around the world, and only Seth's descendants could protect what was left many years later. A man known as Lamech is doing a special ritual to pass the responsibility of protecting humanity to Noah, who is his son, and also Seth's last. He starts by wrapping snake's skin around his arm. But before they can finish the ritual, they hear an alert warning them of an upcoming army. Noah immediately hides, while Lamech approaches the army and learns that their leader wants to mine a special mineral known as sor when Lamech refuses. The leader responds by slapping him, saying that his city is starving, and that his army will take what they want, to survive. Then he rips off the snakeskin from Lamech's arm and kills him, causing Noah to run away. Decades later, Noah is now a proud family man one day. He's out gathering with his sons, Ham and Shem, when suddenly a drop falls from the sky, and as soon as it hits the ground, it grows into a flower, taking this as a sign. Noah gathers his sons to leave, but they stop when they see a creature scurrying away very slowly. Noah approaches it and finds a broken spear in its stomach that causes the animal to die. At that moment, the poachers that attack the animal surround him, so Noah removes the spear from the creature and uses it to stab one of them. He then steals that poacher spear and proceeds to fight the other guys, exchanging a few hits before killing them one by one. Afterward, Noah and his sons start a fire to say goodbye to the poor creature in the evening. Noah returns home to his wife and his third son Japheth and tells them about the flower he saw, but insists he should rest sometime later. Noah shows up in a wasteland near a mountain, noticing blood under his feet. A flower suddenly blooming happens again. And at that moment the land is fully underwater, drowning everything in sight. This makes Noah wake up screaming. And when he shares his nightmare with En, he says this was a dream sent by God to tell him the end of the world is coming. It turns out that the mountain in the dream is the home of Noah's father. So the whole family begins making their way there after lots of traveling. They reach an abandoned sore mine and discover a bunch of dead scavengers. Suddenly they hear a girl's voice, and they follow the noise to find Elah, whose injuries are taken care of by En soon. They hear dangerous men approaching, so the family brings Elah along, and they run away with no choice but to walk into a cursed wasteland. Most of the men are scared and stop running, but a few of them still chase them. So Noah stays to fight them while his family escapes. However, the rocks suddenly start moving, and they knock Noah out. He wakes up moments later and discovers he and his family have been left in a chasm. Then they're approached by the rocks, who turn out to be the Watchers, who recognize Noah as Seth's descendant, causing Samyaza to scold his friend Og for not killing the family because men betrayed God. Noah tells them that God sent them, but Samyaza doesn't believe him, and the Watchers leave when night falls, and puts Elah to sleep and points out that her wound won't let her have children. At that moment, Noah hears a noise. It's Og, who begins guiding them out of the cams as he tells them the whole story. The Watchers were made of light, but when they chose to help mankind, God chastised them by turning them into rock and mud. The Watchers still shared their knowledge, and thanks to it, humans became powerful but also very violent. In the end, Noah's grandfather Methuselah was the only one who protected the Watchers by using a sword to scorch the earth and destroy the army that hunted down the Watchers. Now the other Watchers can't accept that God reached out to a human like Noah. But Og still guides them out of the wasteland and into a wonderful mountain, while the group rests. Noah and Shem climb the mountain and reach the cave, where they find Methuselah, who touches Shem's forehead to instantly make him fall asleep, so they can have privacy as they share some tea. Methuselah explains that his own father had already predicted that God would destroy the world if men continued their ways, and that's the same prophecy Noah is seeing in his dreams now. Methuselah wonders if Noah believes that the destruction can be averted, and Noah says that the world will die by water, but that he also saw new life, so he thinks there's more to the message. After Methuselah agrees, Noah realizes that his grandfather put something in the tea as he suddenly finds himself alone in the cave, which begins filling with water. A large structure appears before him, and Noah watches how a herd of animals starts swimming towards it. A light takes over the vision and causes Noah to wake up, so Methuselah asks what he saw. Noah concludes that the water is meant to cleanse them so God can start again. He's now sure that they can survive the flood. So Methuselah gives him a seed from the Garden of Eden. Afterward, Noah returns to his family and tells them that humanity will be punished, but they were chosen to save the animals who are innocent. Then he proceeds to plant the seed from Eden as he finally realizes that he must build the ark from his dream to survive the flood. The next morning, Noah finds OG getting dragged away by the Watchers, who call him a traitor. Noah begs the Watchers for their help, but Samyaza points out that last time they lost everything for helping men. When Noah keeps on insisting, Samyaza gets ready to hit him. But at that moment, water begins coming out from the spot with the seed. This water spreads all over the place and helps plants sprout, bringing life back to the wasteland in the form of beautiful tall trees. Seeing this as a sign, the Watchers finally accept to help Noah build the ark. Years begin to pass, and the water travels across the land to reach the animals who drink it and immediately go to where Noah's family and the Watchers are building the ark. With lots of hard work, the kids are now adults, and Shem and Allah are in a relationship. One afternoon, they're spending some time in private, sharing some kisses, and Shem tries to kiss Isa's wound. However, she hates it because it still hurts. Shem also notices him spying on them, jealous because he doesn't